I am making this video for pastors, wherever you are. This is for you. There's some spiritual context that is not very understood by the majority of our local pastors. I've noticed, or it is known, that pastors sometimes fight each other over, the membership of the church, over the size of the flock one has. And especially, I live in Jinja, Eastern Uganda, where if a pastor like Grace Lubega is coming to Jinja, there is war. There is a cocoon of men of God who connive and say this guy is not welcome here, and many go as far as telling their flocks not to attend their crusades, not to go to crusades of such pastors who are known to be preachers of the grace. But there's something that is really interesting here. A pastor is a shepherd of his flock, but there is one spiritual shepherd that we have, who is Christ. Ezekiel in 34:11 and 12 says, "For this is what the sovereign Lord says, I myself will search for my sheep and look after them. As a shepherd looks after his scattered flock when he is with them, so will I look after my sheep. I will rescue them from all the places where they were scattered on a day of clouds and of darkness." What a pastor has to do is to teach the true gospel. When you teach the true gospel, your people will never live. It's faith that holds us in one place. And Jesus explains it this way. So he asks, "Who do people say I am?" And it's Peter who gave the correct answer. Peter said, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God, the Christ." And Jesus saw that faith and he says, "Upon this rock, you Peter, you're the rock. Upon this rock, I build my church." Now, a believer who has such faith of confession is not shaken. A wise man built his house on a rock that even when the storms, the winds came and beat against the house, it never fell. Jesus was trying to say that when my word is built on such faith that is in Peter, the rock, nothing shall prevail against it. So now, if you are a pastor and you teach the true gospel, the gospel of truth, the gospel of salvation, the gospel of grace, because grace itself is the power that saves. We are saved by grace alone, through our faith alone, in Christ alone, and according to the scriptures alone, not by our works, not anything else. And then all this is for the glory of God alone. It's not building a church, building a membership for your glory, to have a following for yourself. It's for the glory of God. So if we build strong faith in our people, we will not be worried, we will not wage physical wars with other pastors over who owns them, because all these people, all of us believers, belong to one shepherd, who is Christ. And Christ says in John chapter 10, verse 14 to 15, "I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep." This is Jesus speaking. And further he says in verse 16 of chapter 10 that, "And other sheep I have, which are not of this flock. Them also I must bring, and they will hear my voice, and there will be one flock and one shepherd." One flock, one shepherd, not many shepherds. So pastors represent Christ in service here in the physical, but in the spiritual context, we have one shepherd who is Jesus Christ, and we are one flock. So we don't have to worry about, owning these people, owning a congregation, owning a flock. You're doing it for Christ, not for yourself. So sit and relax. Teach the gospel that saves. You can't see what people do every time. You don't know what they are thinking. You don't know who fornicated, who sleeps where, who does what. You don't know how much hatred people have in their hearts. So already the thief has snatched them if you've not built a strong foundation of the gospel in their hearts. So the thief is not this pastor who is stealing your flock. It's the devil. There are two powers. There are two spiritual powers. There is Jesus Christ, who is the good shepherd, and then the devil, who is the thief. The pastor, your rival, is not the thief in this context here. So let's not fight for people. Let's teach the true gospel that saves, the gospel of Jesus Christ alone that saves. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching.